Hi, my name is Charidimos Chaintoutis, and today I'm going to discuss with you about developer experience and platform product management. I don't know if you have already started talking about Twitter as X. I haven't, so let's go together through some tweets. Here we can see Gergely saying that he's seeing product managers joining internal facing engineering teams doing standard PM work like gathering feedback, user personas, etc. And Gabe's replying that he's actually a manager of such a team for internal platforms and he finds it highly effective. And actually he's challenging with finding PMs for this role. Gergely replies back that he sees this mostly happening at larger tech companies which have the resources to do such things. We see someone else saying that folks see the value in it, and we see Elena saying that at Google they don't just have PMs on dev tools, but they have very big UX team, and Uber does the same. And we see Deepa saying that the cost of not treating internal facing engineering teams as customers has been significant over the years, and the importance of treating internal platforms and dev tools as products is very high. And we have Ronak saying that not only would this result in platforms that actually solve problems, and actually he's ready to bet that Spotify had the PM on Backstage. Now, do platform teams have products? And if they have products, do they have customers? I would say that it's very easy to answer to that by answering this question: what would you charge for as a platform team? I mean, if you take away and abstract everything that the users shouldn't be seeing and keep everything else, and by everything else, I mean everything else, like your CLI, your UIs, your documentation, your onboarding processes, all these are your product. And if you have a product, do you actually need a product manager? I would argue that at least you need product management, because product management is a way of thinking. It's the way of thinking that pushes you to ask the right questions that define why and what needs to be built. And user management is the way of thinking that pushes you to always be the user advocate. So a product manager, it's just someone that gets paid to do product management. So if you can spare the resources, yeah, you can have a product manager. And you need to remember that the product will be built even with or without a product manager. And actually, it's going to be built even with or without a product way of thinking. But the trick is that we need a good product, a useful product. And it's higher probability to do that if you do have a product management way of thinking. Now, combining all that, what in the end is a platform PM? So a platform PM is nothing less than someone who oversees the whole product lifecycle of platform products and pushes towards the direction of prioritizing the needs of devs, ensuring that the platform is a product that is reliable and scalable with the necessary features and everything else around it, documentation, onboarding, support, in a way to serve the needs of the platform engineering developers in a better way. Now, platform PMs come in many different shapes and forms, and in the end, everyone is a platform PM. But you see, we have many different names, we have many different flavors. Platform PMs might be part of platform department, or they might be part of the R&D department. It depends. Now, specifically at Criteo, when we talk about platform product management, what do we do? So our platform product managers are the advocates of user-centric mentality. So they work hand in hand with the teams to identify their users, their use cases, their user personas. They perform user interviews, surveys to identify better the user needs. And in the end, they build consistent feedback loops between the users and the teams. Platform PMs at Criteo focus on building useful products. So they define the vision, the strategy to support the vision, they build the product roadmaps to do all that, and of course they prioritize with the users in the center. They constantly have a cross-team orientation because we want to have a unified experience across platform, and we act as a point of reference, gathering various initiatives toward the common goal of providing the best possible product for our product engineering developers. Now, we're not alone in all that. We work very closely with the dev leads, of course the ICs, the engineering program managers, the engineering managers, and the DevRels. And at Criteo, platform PMs belong in the R&D department. But okay, how is all this connected to developer experience? You see, let's go to our friend ChatGPT. It says that developer experience refers to the overall experience and satisfaction of developers when interacting with specific technology. It encompasses how easy and intuitive it is for developers to start using the technology, the quality of documentation and support, and the efficiency of resolving issues or implementing new features. Good developer experience is crucial for attracting and retaining developers, encouraging adoption, and fostering a productive, engaged developer community. This is all nice, but I think that ChatGPT is missing something important from this definition. In every line of work, and especially in lines of work like the developer one, where you need to have very deep concentration, the way you feel is very well connected and affects the way you perform. And the way you perform affects the way you feel. And this feeling is something very personal. So the perception, the experience you have as a developer is connected to this state of mind that we call flow, where you are very into what you are doing, you're solving problems, you're progressing well, you're doing something meaningful, and in the end, you feel efficient. So in the industry, of course, we want to do that and at the same time, and most importantly, have meaningful impact and results for the company we are working in. So how are these connected? Usually we say that we strive to improve engineering outcomes, but also ensure the well-being and satisfaction of developers, as productivity and satisfaction are intricately connected. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that we should improve engineering outcomes by ensuring the well-being and satisfaction of developers. Because if you don't have developers that are satisfied and in a state of well-being, I don't think that you can improve engineering outcomes. So, more specifically, at Criteo, what we do is that we measure developer experience with the KPIs you see on the right, and we also identified a bunch of drivers that affect developer experience. And if you take a closer look, you are going to see that many of these drivers are very well connected to product management, like customer feedback, or roadmaps and priorities, or the quality of requirements, the clear direction. You see, even others are connected to product management. So, more specifically, what do we do with them? First of all, we organize conferences dedicated to DevX, covering all these aspects, all these drivers, from platform tool presentations to applications to tools about workflow efficiency, about how to do better testing, how to do better releases, and mainly about the culture and organizational aspects like onboarding, error messages, documentation, collaboration, time management, all these drivers. At the same time, Every quarter, we run some DX surveys. We use DX platform, which is based on the space framework, the main research paper from Microsoft and GitHub that laid the foundations for measuring DevX. And most importantly, through product platform product management work, we act on the feedback we get from the surveys. Now, if we want to build all these together, we could say that product managers on the product engineering side affect through the aforementioned drivers the experience of the product engineering developers. Straightforward. At the same time, platform product managers directly affect through the same drivers the experience of the platform developers. Good. But PMs on the product engineering side, through the roadmaps they build, the priorities that they set, the quality of the requirements, indirectly affect the experience of the platform devs as these trickle down through product engineering teams. And even more importantly, the platform product managers affect heavily the developer experience of product engineering devs through the platform products that they build, their usability, their UI, their UX, the command line interfaces, the documentation, the error messaging, the support, everything. So, in the end, developer experience is important for both platform developers and product engineering developers. The product management and the platform product management are very well connected to this developer experience. And if we strive and if we achieve better developer experience, in the end, we have better products, both internally and externally, as a result of that. Thank you very much for listening to me. And if you want to learn more about how a global ad tech company does R&D, you may visit our blog. Thank you very much.